This is our carve off.
Okay.
This was the one that counts.
Okay.
You're watching Ski Dad TV.
Eric Lipton here, 3-time PSA demo team.
3-time, yeah.
3-time. How'd you like doing that?
It was a fantastic job.
Yeah?
One of the best jobs I've ever had in my life. Yeah, really enjoyed my time with the team.
Yeah, I mean, it looks fun.
It's so fun. To have an opportunity to travel and visit ski areas and ski with ski instructors from all around the country, around the world, to represent the U.S. at Interski 3 times. A lot of fun.
Yep.
Yeah.
And now, oh, phone call. And now you've got your own gig, still in the ski world.
Oh yeah. Yeah, still in the ski world. Still, I run performance ski camps called Destination Ski Camps, it's called. Where we take people from intermediate advanced to expert level and beyond. And I run a company called Snow Operating, which works with resorts on guest experience initiatives, like primarily the beginner experience. So it's a great yin and yang for me. I'm still skiing at a high level and coaching at a really high level, yet kind of focused on how do we make the first time experience easier for guests so people can get involved in the sport. It's pretty cool.
So when I came into PSIA, I did my level 2 because I already had the USSA 1.
Yeah.
So I was able to skip to the 2. I got the 2, I got the 3, and then I got to go shadow a 1. So my loop, getting to see it all, was out of order, but I did the 1 last.
Yeah.
And so I had the epiphany when I'm doing the level 1, PSIA is the Wedge Christie.
Okay. Okay, go on. Elaborate.
It's you, and it's in the beginning of the technical manual that first guy at the Vail Sports School made it a Wedge Christie progression, and then PSA developed from there, and then it grew into what it is now.
Yeah.
And so the Wedge Christie is wedge into parallel. So bottom of the turn, you learn the new skill, and then you gain confidence there, and then you take that new skill and then bring it up until finally it's at the top, and now you're parallel all the way through. And I think that concept is the most wholesome and best way to teach. I totally believe in that. All the way up to advanced skiing. We're skiing high edge angle. The best way to teach a kid high edge angle is going to be bottom of the turn, get the load. And once they are comfortable with the load and they get the strength to carry the load, then you move it higher, higher, until they enter the turn under full load. Yeah,
I don't disagree with that.
In my world, if you can't say it simply, you don't know what you're talking about.
You're right.
And I feel like that's the key with boiling it down to the Wedge Christie. Say you're a trainer at a school. You can say, all right, this is a Wedge Christie school, top to bottom. We build the turn bottom up, no matter what you're doing. Skiing off-piste. Get them stable, coming across the hill. Now you're gonna wedge in. You're cutting the top off. You're not going hard top. So I think it can simplify. And I think it's easy to comprehend.
I think you're right. I think
we met in the parking lot.
Yes, I remember.
How are you doing?
There's a lot of focus always on the top of the turn, but frankly, the bottom of the turn is where, pardon the expression, but shit happens, where pressure builds, forces are aligned, and things start to fall apart. So if we can find stability there and work backwards, we oftentimes get a better result than starting with at the top where there's no pressure on the skis, where there's a lot of margin for, a lot of room to do anything that works.
Yeah.
At the bottom, only a few things work, and then if we can take that and back it up, we're better off.
Speaking my language. All right, let's shred this one. Oh man,
Jesus.
you brought it out nicely. That was safe for the most. Down here, I'm gonna follow you. And then next run, I'm gonna ski it for real. This is our carve off.
Okay.
This is the one that counts.
Okay.
Okay. You got it yet?
168.
Ooh, that's actually my best today is a 68, I think. So you're in the hunt. All right, so 168.
168 that run.
All right.
Yeah.
When we get down there, we'll switch.
Okay.
And then I'll give my go.
All right.
Okay, so
Carve off.
it's a carve off. In this world of ski teaching, I've presented some different ideas, right? There's no forward movement to the top of the turn. And what I mean by that is there's no move. Yes, you end up with your hips in relation to your feet forward.
Yeah.
And yes, you are pushing forward. This tongue pressure on the boot is forward. But this idea that the hip moves to get it done, I say is not the way to talk about it. Because what I see when you see kids trying to do forward move is they take their hip, they go, and then it's out of position, and then they get accused of being too hippie, but they still here move forward into the turn.
Yeah.
So, but my bigger question is, and okay, I'll get your thoughts on that first.
Sure. Okay, so I agree with you. Ideal world, there shouldn't be a move to start the turn, right? Skiing is this fluid series of movements. There's not a hold, pause, and then make a move, and then hold, pause, and make a move.
It's one continuous movement from the start of your run to the bottom.
So that's the first comment. The second is that when we teach, or when it's commonly taught that you got to move forward into the top of the turn, the intention should be that we have to prepare skiers, racers, to be stacked when pressure starts building. That's the intention. The truth is, there's no pressure built at transition, right? When the edges are flat, there's no forces acting on the skier. It doesn't happen until we start building into the apex and then through the loaded part of the turn. That's really where we need to be stacked. That's where the hips need to be forward.
Yep.
So it almost doesn't make a difference where to some degree, I shouldn't say it doesn't make a difference, but having a perfect, alignment or vertical alignment of the hip to the center of, from the center mass to the base of support at transition is not that important. It doesn't matter until further down the turn. So like thrusting the hips forward or going for vertical femurs or one of these other teaching cues that is commonly taught is misguided. But
Yeah.
it's well intentioned, but it's not accurate.
Certainly. So when I read the PSA handbook, I was like all the way through, like accurate. Yes, what a way to say it. And then I got to the advanced thing, and it was like 3/4 of the page, and it felt like it was like, and now you blend them all together.
Yeah, I think that what I feel really confident about is, again, not this is PSIA specific, but like 5 fundamentals of skiing. So we've worked really hard on the 5 fundamental concepts, and one of them says you got to control the relationship between the center mass and the base of support.
Yep.
That's what matters.
Yep.
It doesn't say you have to move forward to the top of the turn. It doesn't say you have to pull your feet back. It says you got to control this. You got to deal with this.
Let's ski this run, and then just do the thing.
Let's do the thing.
Ready?
Ready.
$167.
Yes!
You win.
Lipton wins the carve off this day.
Nice job, dude. All right, dude, you beat me handily. You were
Today.
162 on yours.
I was 172.
Oh, sorry, 172. Best of the day. That puts you into second?
Second.
Well, possibly it depends on where you came out with Stefano.
I think I'm second in the world right now.
Well, he's got a 72 as well.
Yeah, but it's...
Oh, did it already update?
I think it updated.
Global?
Let's see here.
Well, in any case, congratulations. You are the man. Number two. Woo! Hey, we got it on film.
Number two.
Dude, 1 and 2 sitting next to each other.
How about this? See this, folks? 1 and 2 in the world. Both Americans.
Yes.
How about that?
That's what's important.
That's what's important.
Please do not misinterpret any of the ideas or concepts expressed in this video as PSIA bashing. I took this opportunity to talk to one of the best that PSIA's ever had in Eric Lipton, talk about some of the ideas and concepts that I see that can help clarify and improve PSIA, and see what he thought about it. And I really liked the way he was able to cleanly and succinctly validate the things that I was thinking about and talking about, and I think really nail them down into something super digestible. I want to thank Eric for coming out and skiing with me, thoughtfully consider the ideas that I had, and humbling me on carve. Thank you for watching Ski Dad TV. If you like this content, please consider a donation to the channel and keep shredding out there.